Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and I am back with day 6 of the March Madness Sketch Challenge from Scrap Now, Sleep Later. We're going to be using this Close to My Heart sketch today, and I'm going to be using this collection from Echo Park. And spoiler alert, I'm actually going to be using this for a couple of layouts. I actually really want to use up some of this paper and realize that I had a ton of paper, and I figured why not bring in my silhouette and actually get some of this used up. I not only have a ton of this paper, but I have a ton of like 2 pieces of paper, which is very rare when I tend to use up a collection, but I have a lot of it. So for this particular layout, what I decided to do was use this like yellow paper. I guess it's considered a plaid. And really I don't use a whole lot of other paper pieces. I have this Summertime is Here Again, as well as this like really big striped paper. And that's really it for my paper. The sketch itself doesn't call for a lot of paper, and it really does focus on the photos. And for this particular layout, I decided to use the photos that the sketch calls for, but then I had all of these additional photos that I wanted to use, and some of them are not that great. Like these photos are of me like throwing Eli up in the air. This was 2016, so he would have been 5 years old in these pictures, and the photos are just so fun. Some of them are not very flattering of me because I'm just in these like weird positions of throwing him up. But that one on the far right hand side, we're just so happy. Like the smiles on our faces are huge, and I love that photo of us. So I did go ahead and gut the white paper since I tend to be using quite a bit of it right now. And of course using washi tape on the back to make sure that the pages don't get snagged when I do put them in the album. So as I am getting this paper down, I do want to remind you to go check out the Scrap Now, Sleep Later Facebook group. Veronica is putting on an amazing challenge this month. You have the opportunity to be entered into lots of drawings. She's doing a daily drawing, she's doing a weekly drawing, and then she has a large prize at the very end of the month as well. All the details are posted below, so make sure you go check out her Facebook page as well. And then, of course, if you are local to the Central Florida area, or if you want to travel to the Central Florida area, Veronica does put on crops on a pretty regular basis, and I do attend a couple of them, so you might even have an opportunity to crop with me. I did go ahead and pull out my flip flaps, and you guys have probably heard the news by now that Close to My Heart is closing down, and that is something that I was immediately running to the website as soon as I found out that they have made that decision, because I don't know if other companies make flip flaps. I'm sure that they do, but I just love Close to My Heart's flip flaps, and I stocked up. I bought 5 packs of all the sizes. So 4x4, 3x4, 3x3, 4x6s. So I am stocked with 5 packs of each of those because I know that I use them a lot in my layouts. So for this particular layout, what I decided to do was take the photos that were not the most flattering, and those are directly on the layout itself. And then of course the flip flaps are there of my favorite photos on the top. So I did go ahead and pull out my silhouette, and I picked up this cut file from Miss Kate's Cuttables. I love her cut files. They're so fun, and just there's so much detail to them. It has been a really long time since I have used my silhouette. I struggled a little bit with this. The title is going to be Pool Fun, and it has like 2 little floaties in the center of it. And I put the fun down first and realized that that wasn't the best idea because it ended up being covered up. Like it was supposed to go on top of the floats. So what I did was just cut out the word fun 2 more times and added it to the title. And so it kind of gives it a little bit of dimension, and it plays into the top of the floats itself. So make it work, because you know, that's what I do here. I make mistakes, and I just figure out ways to cover up those mistakes. And sometimes it turns out really cool. I really like the way that that fun turns out and kind of plays into the the floats itself, because one of the floats I did put up on Fun Foam, so it does kind of have a bunch of different dimensions in that title. And that is one thing that I remember about my silhouette when I did use it. I loved how cool the titles came out, like this Pool Fun one. So because I had that huge title there, and that's exactly what this sketch called for. I mean, it was supposed to be like a 3x4 card, but I mean, how much cooler is that pool fun than a 3x4 card? And I didn't feel like I needed a whole lot of other embellishments. Up there at the top, I have happy are the days I spend with you. And then I have this word carefree, a little flower, and then I'm going to add some rhinestones to it. So I told you guys that I was doing these like bulk journaling. So this is day 6, and I decided to do all of my journaling for that past 6 layouts on this day that I was working. And I don't know that this was a good idea, because you see all those journaling strips over on the far right hand side for 6 layouts. That's a lot of journaling. And then on top of that, I layered them with 2 pieces underneath it. So I had to cut out so many blank journaling strips. It was just so much. I don't know that I'm going to do that again. However, I'm up to like 3 more layouts right now that need journaling. So I'm starting to stack it up again. I did like the fact that like I could put all of it on that spreadsheet that Nicole has created, and that's linked below as well to get into her Facebook group and pull up that journaling strip. So it was nice to like have one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and just print all of it out at once. But yeah, it was a hot mess putting these together. I think I left it in here and you already saw it. Like, I missed a piece. Like, I had the whole title down and I missed a whole line. So then I had to search through all the journaling pieces to try to find it. You know what? Like, I've come to the conclusion that it's a hot mess. I am a hot mess. My scrapbooking is a hot mess. And I'm just going with it. I'm decided I'm not going to be editing these videos a lot because I'm just going crazy with the fact that I'm doing these layouts a day and putting all these videos up. So you're going to see all of the craziness and me rambling on about nothing at all. But here is my final layout, as well as some close-ups, because I've come to the end of the video and I can't even tell you how much detail I gave you about the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this craziness video, because that's what you're going to get. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.